down during the day. But look at this. The drawbridge, even during the day, which has now been manufactured as day, is still up. What's possibly wrong with this picture? Arg, I lost her. You, over there, little kid. You must have seen the white horse gallop past just now. Which way did it go? Answer me. So you think you can protect them from me? You've got guts, kid. You want a piece of me? Very funny. I like your attitude. Pathetic little fool. Do you realize who you are dealing with? I am Gannondorf, and soon I will rule the world. I think it would look cooler at night, although I'm pretty sure it was day because I was like confused by the fact I'm like, why is the drawbridge down? Or excuse me, why is the drawbridge up during the day? I cannot seem to get over this, baby. There we go. You found the Ocarina of Time. This is the royal family's hidden treasure which Zelda left behind. It glows with a mystical light. Bjorn, can you hear me? Oh wait, sorry, shouldn't have a deep voice. This is a lady. Bjorn, can you hear me? This is Zelda. Bjorn, when you hold this ocarina in your hand, I won't be around anymore. I wanted to wait for you, but I couldn't delay any longer. At least I could leave you the ocarina and this melody. This song opens the door of time. You've learned the Song of Time. Now Bjorn, play this melody in front of the altar in the Temple of Time. You must protect the Triforce. I am 90% sure. Okay, first things first though, you might have noticed this actually replaced the Fairy Ocarina. So do you know what that means? What Link did with Soraya's precious ocarina she gave to him? That's right, folks. He threw it away heartlessly. And here I have not been here, which this is completely accessible the entire time from the first time that you have entered Hyrule. Now here's the sad thing. Again, here is like the Temple of Time, but here we have another static image. Actually, it's two. See, once you get close enough, it switches to this view where we can see Death Mountain there, all quiet and peaceful, and the entrance to the Temple of Time. There are 3 hollows and an inscription here. Ye who owns 3 spiritual stones, stand with the Ocarina of Time and play the Song of Time. That is how the inscription reads. Had to do it with the correct tempo. Sorry, the music part of me has to enjoy the music. It's kind of the point of these games sometimes. I love that little piece there. Bjorn, isn't that... It's that legendary blade. The Master Sword. So should we play Mario 64 where we look up into the light? Nothing happens. Alright, so in my best, what was the legend? Sword in the Stone, King Arthur voice? So it's the end of the game now, right? Because that's all we had to do. Get 3 spiritual stones, we've got the Master Sword. Excellent work. As I thought, you held the keys to the door of time. You have led me to the gates of the sacred realm. Yes, I owe it all to you, kid. Bjorn. Wake up. Bjorn, the chosen one. I am Raoul, one of the ancient sages. Ages ago, we ancient sages built the Temple of Time to protect the entrance to the sacred realm. This is the Chamber of Sages inside the Temple of Light. The Temple of Light, situated in the very center of the sacred realm. It is the last stronghold against Gannondorf's evil forces. The Master Sword, the evil destroying sword that you pulled out of the pedestal of time, was the final key to the sacred realm. Bjorn, do not be alarmed. Look at yourself. Look, Bjorn, you're big now. You've grown up. The Master Sword is a sacred blade which evil ones may never touch. Only one worthy of the title of Hero of Time can pull it from the pedestal of time. However, you were too young to be the Hero of Time. Therefore, your spirit was sealed here for 7 years. And now that you are old enough, the time has come for you to awaken as the Hero of Time. Well, do you understand your destiny? What should we say? But remember, though you opened the door of time in the name of peace, Gannondorf, the Gerudo King of Thieves, used it to enter this forbidden sacred realm. He obtained the Triforce from the Temple of Light, and with its power, he became the King of Evil. His evil power radiated from the temples of Hyrule, and in 7 short years it transformed Hyrule into a world of monsters. My power now has only little influence even in this sacred realm, namely this Chamber of Sages. But there is still hope. The power of the sages remains. When the power of all the sages is awakened, the sages' seals will contain all the evil power in the void of the realm. I, Raoul, am one of the sages, and your power to fight together with the sages makes you the Hero of Time. The Hero of Time chosen by the Master Sword. Keep my spirit with you and find the power of the other sages and add their might to your own. So in a lot of respects, a lot of people consider this the point where the game actually begins, as if the all-child Link part was just a prologue. I would have to disagree with that though, because I think the game starts when the game starts. Now, if you want to talk about games that have prologues like Metroid Prime 3 and my favorite, Skies of Arcadia, those games have prologues for sure. Oof, can't wait to get to those. Alright, you have received the Light Medallion. Raoul the Sage adds his power to yours. Find the other sages and save Hyrule. Temple of Time. I think we're still in a cinematic, or do I have to assume control for like 2 seconds and walk forward 3 feet to trigger another one? I think it's all auto. Bjorn, we're back in the Temple of Time, but have 7 years really passed? It looks like you won't be able to use some of the weapons you found as a kid anymore. Let's get out of here. Okay, nice. Nope, I'm not moving. It's still just the scripted scene. I've been waiting for you, Hero of Time. When evil rules all, an awakened voice from the sacred realm will call those destined to be sages who dwell in the 5 temples, one in a deep forest, one on a high mountain, one under a vast lake, one within the house of the dead, one inside a goddess of the sand. Together, with the Hero of Time, the awakened ones will bind the evil and return the light of peace to the world. This is the legend of the temples passed down by my people, the Sheikah. I am Sheik, survivor of the Sheikahs. As I see you standing there holding the mythical Master Sword, you really do look like the legendary Hero of Time. If you believe the legend, you have no choice. You must look for the 5 temples and awaken the 5 sages. One sage is waiting for the time of awakening in the Forest Temple. The sage is a girl, I am sure you know. Because of the evil power in the temple, she cannot hear the awakening call from the sacred realm. Unfortunately, equipped as you currently are, you cannot even enter the temple. But if you believe what I'm saying, you should head toward Kakariko Village. Do you understand? So here's an interesting thing. There are 5 temples, main temples to go now in the game. And It's fun how much sequence breaking we actually can do. The order that they were listed, I'll go ahead and play in that order. So the first is a forest. However, what's very interesting is this person, this sheik, does not move until you defeat the forest temple. And let's answer the question, has 7 years really passed? So I love this. Remember what the Death Mountain looked like before. Now it's like this tumultuous volcano. And look at how dead everything is. The plants, the trees, the grass. Here we have these zombie things again. So it's pretty wild. Had you actually talked to and got to know and did side quests of various characters in like Hyrule Town or here. In fact, you'll notice a lot of the people who were in Hyrule are now like kind of abandoned here, almost like as refugees. Here's another area that I never went to as a kid. There's this guy who's very mad. Grrr! I'll never forget what happened on that day 7 years ago. Grrr! It's all that Ocarina Kid's fault. Next time he comes around here, I'm gonna mess him up. What? You've got an ocarina? That reminds me of that time 7 years ago. Back then, a mean kid came here and played a strange song. It messed up this windmill. You've learned the Song of Storms. Any idea who could this Ocarina Kid possibly have been? 7 years ago. Spoiler alert, it's young Link, which begs the question, did the chicken or the egg come first? Because if adult Link learns this song, the Song of Time, and then goes back in time to play it to the guy that messes up his windmill, where did the Song of Time come from? So there's a little preview. He plays a little bit, or his character model, I should say, plays a little bit more of a role in a future Zelda game, not this one. Rest in peace. Here lies the souls of those who swore fealty to the royal family of Hyrule. Now, here's the sad thing. Let's see. This grave here was not present as young Link. Alright, so sadly what happened is that Dampy, the gravekeeper, in the last 7 years passed away, and he was buried right there. For just a little bit of lore, you can go into the gravekeeper's hut and read the journal. The gravekeeper's diary is here. Do you want to read it? Whoever reads this, please enter my grave. I will let you have my stretching, shrinking keepsake. I'm waiting for you, Dampy. Why, look who it is. Ha 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 ha, young man, are you fast on your feet? I may not look it, but I'm confident in my speed. Let's have a race. Follow me if you dare. at certain points in the race, because we can't just dawdle forever, you get put on a timer, and then a door begins closing, and you have to be through that door before it's completely closed. Otherwise, like that, oh, this door right here. Getting through that door before, uh-oh. Went the wrong way. So getting through doors before they completely close then like resets that, and so you're like still good to go. Alright, so we've done it. It's possible to do this faster, but we need an item still. The time of this race was 1:09. Hahaha, young man, you are very quick to be able to keep up with me. As a reward, I'm going to give you my treasure. It's called the Hookshot. It's a spring-loaded chain. Will pull you to any spot where its hook sticks. Doesn't that sound cool? I'm sure it will help you. I live here now, so come back again sometime. I'll give you something cool. One more thing, be careful on your way back. So the nice thing about Ocarina and Majora's Mask is these weapons can literally work on any surface it's programmed to. One thing I really hate about more modern Zelda games, it's like it's nerfed down to like, oh no, you can only use the hookshot on like this little tiny area that you have to have your cursor pointed on.